This is Clay with Review Harvest. I help local business owners get like a whole bunch of.
Stop. This is for the last time. How many times have you called me now?
Yo, just got something from High Level. Let's open it up. I'm stoked to check this out. Yo. Well, thank you, High Level. Let's film a video. So less than a year ago, December 2023, I made like $4,500 that month. That's it. Now, about a year later, I'll make over 23 grand this month just in Google reviews. But let's take a flashback in time to show you that I was exactly like you. Yo, check this out, bro. I'm about to make so much bread. But step one, of course, I need to watch about 7 hours of YouTube videos about this stuff just to get my brain going, mentally masturbate a little bit. I'll be right back. All right, so I watched about 8 hours of YouTube videos. I'm feeling good. So I'm thinking I probably should start calling people and like start doing some marketing and stuff. But first, I'm gonna go tell everybody I know I'm about to be rich. Yo, I'm about to tell my girl we're gonna get our bread up. Yo, Carly. So I just found this thing. I'm gonna get Google reviews for business owners, and like they're gonna pay me like $500 a month, and I'm gonna be like, we're gonna be rich. All right.
Yeah, okay, babe.
All right, so all these guys on YouTube are just like, yo, call these business owners on Google Maps. They're gonna be like, this is amazing. Yeah, let's do it. And they're gonna pay me like $500 a month. So I already got a cold call queued up right here. I'm just gonna go ahead and give them a call. So let me call them real quick. Let's see. It's ringing.
Hello?
Hey, Precision Roof Crafters. This is Clay with Review Harvest. I help like local business owners get like whole bunch of.
Stop. This is for the last time. How many times have you called me now? Like 5 times? I don't want your help, okay?
Okay, yeah, that's great. And so
stop calling my number. Lose my number. Don't ever call back here again.
But you don't.
I know.
So you don't want reviews?
No.
Okay.
I don't want your help.
I
don't want to be scammed. I'm done being scammed. You're not going to call me anymore. Stop. I don't want it.
Okay. All right. Sounds good. Have a good day. So that wasn't really how I expected it to go. All jokes aside, that was me. That was me a year ago watching all these YouTube videos. They made it sound easy. Made it sound like people just call and want it, and you just set them up in like 15 minutes and you're good to go. But if you want to see actually, like legit, how I got this award, how I make about $22,000 per month doing this type of stuff, watch this video. I'm going to go into depth on how I do it all. So before we dive in, I just want to show you like I legitimately do this. So if we go to reviewharvest.com, you can see this is my website. These are our results, our case studies, testimonials, like I do this. I have about 160, 170 active customers. We get them a whole bunch of reviews. And so if you want to learn from somebody that's actually done it, I would love to show you. The first step I really want you to do is I want you to forget everything that you've watched on YouTube. For the most part, there is some good information out there, but for the most part, these people just want you to sign up with their affiliate link. Mine's down below in the description. But for real, if you want to do this, you have to realize you're not going to make 10K a month your first month. It's a slower burn. These businesses, 99% of them are not going to give you $500 a month to do this. You need to get a decent amount of clients paying you $100, $200, $300 a month to get you set up. The cool thing is though, even though these businesses aren't just going to drool over you, even though they're not going to pay you $500 a month, it legitimately is 1 to 2 hours of work if you do it the right way per client, and then they will pay you $100 to $300 per month for years if you set it up correctly, if you have a good integration. And so my top clients, my first 2 clients, have paid me well over $6,000 each just for reviews. So that is amazing, but it's just not as easy as the YouTubers make it sound, right? So here's what we're gonna cover in this video. Today, we're gonna talk about actually how to get the results, how to set up the high level stuff. I do have another video on how to get your first 10 clients. If you wanna check it out up here in the top. We're gonna go over why these businesses even want reviews, how we set up their campaigns, how we get them 100 reviews up in the beginning so they get a big win, they trust you, and they wanna stay forever. I'm gonna show you our secret sauce, so how we create personalized image review requests to auto-populate their end customer's name on it to get a higher review conversion rate, how to integrate with their CRM so that anytime they book a job, it's automatically getting added to high level so they don't even have to log in. They don't have to do anything. You don't have to train them on how to use the software or anything. How to automate responding to the reviews and posting their reviews on social media, and how you can get started today for free and try and get your first client here in the next week. Why businesses even want reviews. When any consumer searches up a service in their area, you can see you've got the ads up here. These people are paying out the wazoo for these calls and clicks. These are Google ads. This is all paid real estate up top. And then here's the money spot. This is what you call the map pack. And about 15% to 20%, depending on who you're asking, of the ranking of who's going to rank on the first page right here comes down to the reviews. And when you have an algorithm with over 150 different factors that contribute into making that, one that makes up 15 to 20% is a massive swing. So you can see for Houston roofers right here, all these people have 1,800 reviews and a great star rating. And the traffic right here, the people typing this in, these businesses in the map pack right here get about 40 to 50% of the calls and clicks, because there's a certain percentage of people that just scroll past the ads immediately. I know I'm one of those people. And so that's why businesses even want them, right? If you get them their reviews, if they pay you $200 a month and you're getting them a bunch of reviews and helping them rank up here at the top, if it gets them 1-2 customers a month or even a quarter, depending on the industry, they are willing to pay you for a long time to get you those reviews. So like I said, I have content on my channel already on how you can actually get these customers, but let's dive into how we get them results. The very first thing we do that makes our offer really appealing and really sticky, getting them a big win up front, is we do what we call a review reactivation campaign. So how you actually set that up is you need a software called GoHighLevel. If you don't know what that is, there's plenty of other videos out there. I have a whole snapshot on how you get this set up pretty easily. You can sign up with my affiliate link down below in the description. You'll get access to my coaching community, all that stuff. But how you do this is you get an account to GoHighLevel, you create a sub account for them. So you just go to your agency view and you create a sub account. If you can't figure out how to do that on YouTube, I'm sorry, you're not gonna make it very far. But the first thing we do is just go to Launchpad, right? So I have some custom CSS that hides all the other stuff here. I can give that to you in the community. But the very first thing you want to do is you want to click on connect and connect their Google Business Profile. Get this potential client on a Zoom call. You want to get them to log into their sub account and share their screen. And from here, you want them to click on connect their Google Business Profile right here. When they connect it, it's going to pop up with their Gmail account that manages the Google Business Profile. You just get them to log in with that. And then from there, it's going to pop up with the selector page where you can go and you can select the Google Business Profile that you want to connect. So obviously they'll probably only have one or two. I've got a decent amount in here. So you just go ahead and click on the checkbox. You don't want to turn on call tracking and you just want to click on connect. So what that's going to do is that's going to load here. It's going to take a second to load in. But what that's going to do is when they go to the reputation tab down here, you'll see all their reviews are pulled in. They can see how many reviews they've gotten. They can see a dashboard of all their stats and stuff. And if they click on reviews right here, you can see all the reviews they have and how to respond to those reviews. And I'll show y'all how to do that here later. But what this allows us to do is this allows us to get their Google review link. And so once we get their Google review link, we click on get reviews on Google, make sure it's the right profile, and we can copy this Google review link. So now that we got that, we have the link that we're going to send all their customers to. So now we want to go to the contact section of their account and we want to import their customer list of all their previous customers' name, email, and phone number. And so where you go to find that is going to be different for every single client, right? They might be a home service business that use Java, or they might use QuickBooks to bill, or they might use Calendly for all their bookings. And so what you have to do is you have to go to that system with them. You have to walk them through this and say, hey, let's go to your contact list. Let's export it into a CSV file. And then once they have it in a CSV file, you just click on this import button right here. We're going to upload a file. And then from there, we want to go find the file and we're just going to import it into the system. And so to do that, you just upload a CSV file, click on next, and now we're just going to map the fields. So all we need is name, email, phone number. That's really the most important. So we want to get the first name, we want to get the last name, we want to get the email, already got the email there, and we want to get the phone number. It looks like the phone number is hiding down here. Here we go, cell phone. And so what we want to do is we want to import all those contacts. So just type in phone and it'll come up. There we go. And so we want to not import data in unmatched columns, so you don't have to map every single one. And we're going to click on next. From here, here's a little something tricky. You got to tell your clients to do it. You want to create a list, but when you click on advanced, we want to click on that drop down, click on add a second preference, and we want to click on phone. And so we want to add phone as a second preference. What this is going to do is that if they have a contact that has an email but doesn't have a phone number, or has a phone number but doesn't have an email, it's still going to import them into the system so that we can request a review. You'll get a lot of errors if you're only doing email and you're not adding the second preference, and then they won't get as many reviews because we don't send out as many requests. And then you just want to make sure they confirm that these are actually all their contacts that they have consent to reach out to, and then you want to just click on submit. And so once you click on submit, it's going to just load in right here, and now you have all their contacts. So now what we have to do is we have to put together a workflow we can send them through. So GoHighLevel has a native reputation management function. If you click on reputation, you click on settings, and then you just go to SMS review request and email review request. They do have this right here natively where you can kind of put together a small campaign and you can send out review requests. And they're supposed to make it easier, but as somebody who has gotten our clients over 30,000 reviews in the last year or so, we do not use this. There are certain things that you can't do with this yet that we kind of need to do and we need to track. And so we do not use this. We use the automation tab and we create custom workflows for this. So if we just go to our review workflows here, you can see we have multiple different workflows, but we want to do the 1B review reactivation here. What we do at Review Harvest is every single time one of our customers gets a review, we donate a meal to Feeding America for them. And so when you put together this workflow, all it is this is all given to you if you sign up my affiliate link, so you'll have this and you can just use it out of the box. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna add all their contacts to this workflow and we're gonna request a review. So it's gonna wait, it's gonna make sure they haven't left a review before, because that's all tracking on the back end in our system. We count how many review requests we're sending out. That way our customers, if they haven't sent out any review requests, we get notified, they get notified to upload more contacts so we can request a review. We create an opportunity just in the review request pipeline so that we can track how many review requests we're sending out and who's left a review and who hasn't. And then we add the tag that they've been requested. And then here's the special part right here. So this is the SMS. So you're gonna get most of your reviews from the text and not actually the emails. So that's the really important part, is to go ahead and get a verified phone number and get a lot of phone numbers from their client list so that you can request the review. But our message is simple. It says, hey, contact first name. This is the owner's name with location name. So that's going to be the name of the actual sub account. You can come do this manually each time, but we just do it through custom values. So you can send this out pretty quickly. And like onboarding makes onboarding a lot simpler. And so we donate a meal to Feeding America. For every customer, it takes 20 seconds to give us feedback. Thanks for your support and kind review. Here's the link. And then this right here is a trigger link. And so this might be a little bit overwhelming right now, but basically if you go to marketing, this will say, marketing and then trigger links. What trigger links are is it generates a unique link for every contact so that we can track whether they've clicked the link or not, right? And so you can see here we have a Google review link via SMS and a Google review link via email. That way we can track independently who left a review through email and who left it through SMS. And these are just automatically pulling these custom values. And so basically every time you onboard a client and you set up a new sub account, you just want to go down to these custom values and you want to fill these in with the customer's information. So we want to paste in their Google review link right here. And so you just add Google review link. I don't think we grabbed it from earlier, but that's what it would be there. You can add their logo link. So you want to grab their logo, you want to upload it to the media storage of the account here so that you can just grab that link. And from there, you can just add it to the custom values again. And so basically you just want to fill out all these custom values just so it makes the onboarding process really simple. But if we go back to the automation section, we go into the workflow, you can see here, we send out this review request, and here's where it gets nifty. So this is the personalized image that we send out. So what this is, every single time we're sending out one of these review requests, we're dynamically adding the end customer's name. So if they reach out to somebody named Clay, it's gonna say, hey Clay, on the text and on the email that was sent to them. And so how we do that with a software called Nifty Images. And so you just go to niftyimages.com, you can sign up and you can add an image right here. So all you do is go personalize image, and then you want to import an image. So that we don't want to make sure that the size of the file is like, the size of the photo is like less than 800, so 800 by 800. And you want to just go ahead and paste that, grab that in there. And sometimes we get our clients to send us like unique images with an iPad or something so that we can add an iPad here. You can see this is already a personalized image, but basically what you would do in this case is you would just add a field right there with the name. So I'm gonna cover that up with a shape, so we can just add a shape right here. I already had two shapes, that's my bad. We're gonna delete this real quick. But you wanna just add this shape, and you want to try and make it look legit. This is going to be a bad example just because I'm going through it quickly, but you can imagine this will show you the meat of what you have to do. So we want to make this look like it's the iPad and just cover up that name. So that's just a shape that we added there. But now the dynamic part that pulls the name is this merge tag layer. And so just ignore how bad this looks right now. But we want to add name. And what we do, we just use the name and do exclamation point to make it look cooler. Fallback text, we can just say hey, just in case it fails, it messes up, it's gonna say hey and not something random. And then you can just put the name in right here. What we wanna do is we want to go ahead and move this and make it fit the size of this iPad. If they don't give you a photo with an iPad, what you can do basically just put a big block right down here and you can just put their name on it there. That works just as well. This just makes it look a little bit cooler, a little bit more real. I normally use the Oswald because it's the smallest and it's the easiest to read. And then we need to make the text smaller so it actually fits on the screen. We can make it bold so it's easier to read. And you want to give it a little bit of wiggle room because let's say somebody has like a 12 character name. You want to make sure it's not going to mess up and it's going to actually look good. And then to do all that, merge tag options, we're just going to turn on title casing. That'll make sure it's not like all caps or it's not lowercase. And then we just click on save. We're just going to say test and we're going to submit. And from there, it's going to give you this link. And so you just copy this link, the whole thing. And now we're going to take this over to our account. And so you can see it's added through a custom value. And so you can just add this in the custom value instead of here, but I'll show you how to do it here. So we're going to X out of that and we're just going to go ahead and paste this in. And then everything after the equal sign, you need to put this contact first name. So it's just curly bracket, contact dot first name. Yep, you can see curly bracket, contact dot first underscore name. And then you would go ahead and add it. And what that's going to do is when we send this image to somebody, it's going to add their name. So you can see here's an example of one of the images we've sent out. If you look at the photo, it has my name on it. And then from there, if you click on the link, it's going to take them to this page, which basically what this is a filter page where it's going to say, how was your experience with the business name? And these are all added through custom values. And you just click on the green, it's going to take you to Google. If you click on the yellow or the red, it's going to take you to an internal page where they can just leave internal feedback that's just emailed to the business owner. And then down here, it just still gives them the opportunity to leave a public review if they'd like. You can see this is going to leave a Google review. And so if you want to, we prefer just sending them directly to Google. And so that's just adding that Google review link to the custom value. But if you wanted to send them to that page, we have that all set up in our snapshot where if you just go to sites and funnels, you just send them to the preview link of this funnel instead of the Google review link. And so basically you just add this link right here to the trigger link. If you go to marketing and trigger links, you just add this link right here instead of the Google review link. And that's going to send them to that intermediary page. And if you look at that funnel, if we go to edit it, if we look at it, it's actually pulling the custom values of the business name. So it's going to have a custom value on the business name and the logo. So you can see this is a broken image because it's pulling the logo link. That's why it's important to fill out those custom values. You can see custom value business name here. This is the custom value Google review link right there. So it's taking them there. And so what that does is that's just going to dynamically do it, make it a lot easier to onboard a bunch of clients, right? And so if we go back into the automation tab and we go back into this workflow, we can check out the emails that we send out as well. And so we're putting all these people in this workflow. We add them in what we call drip mode. And so what that does, I'll show you how to do that, but it's going to send it out slowly. One thing that we found is that you don't want to bug these people. You don't want to send them a million texts, but we send a text 30 seconds later because it gives you 2 opportunities to buzz their phone without becoming like another annoyance. Like somebody texts you like once and then texts you again like right after, you just see that as one instance. It's only like one annoyance. But if they did like 5 hours later, it's like, oh, they just took my attention again. That's more annoying. And so we do that just to kind of get another buzz and get a chance to get them to leave the review. And then the email template right here is just something very basic. It's just saying, hey, we donate a meal to Feeding America. They click on these stars and it takes them once again to that page or directly to the Google review link. And so then we just follow up 2 days later. What happens is on the settings of this function, we have stop on response. The setting is this workflow. We have stop on response turn on. So if they respond to this workflow at any second, it's going to remove them from the workflow. We're going to quit following up. And then we have other workflows where like if they respond, it just says, hey, we don't have access to your response here, and directs them back to the business owner, the business owner's phone number or website. That way our clients don't have to log in and like check what's going on. But once they actually click that trigger link to leave a review, we update the opportunity in the pipeline so that it's tracking, and we add the tag clicked so that anytime we send a review request in the future, that first step on that workflow is once again seeing whether they've left a review or not. So as a condition, have they clicked it before? So if they've already clicked the link to leave a review, we assume they've already left a review because Google doesn't send us the email back, so it's hard to track exactly who left the review. But we just play it safe and don't request a review again. And so what that does is it's going to update this dashboard. This is a custom dashboard that I made that is just included in my snapshot. And it says how many review requests have sent, how many people are in the review request workflow to leave a review, how many review link clicks have you gotten, and then how many non-reviewers. And once you actually send people through the workflow, you can click on these numbers and it'll give you a list. And they can get their conversion rate here and everything as well. So that's actually how you send out the review requests. you do nifty images, you do the workflows, etc. And so now let's see, this is the review reactivation, right? This should have all the contacts loaded in here. I just put my dummy contacts in here, and you've tested the workflow, everything works, the review link works, the image works. You just want to click on this right here, and you select all the contacts, and you want to click on add to automation. And then from there, what you'll do is you'll just add them to the proper workflow. So they're not published right now, so it's not going to work, but I'll just show you an example. You'd add them to 1B here, and you're going to add in drip mode. And then what we normally do is we normally just start whenever you want to start. We're going to start sending in a minute, and we're going to do batch quantity depending on the size of the list. You'll say send 2 out every 20 minutes. And that way they're not getting too many reviews at once. You're not sending out a whole blast and they're getting like 50 reviews in one day, and then Google's like, what the heck? You want to drip it out. And then we'll just we normally send from like 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. or something like that, just to kind of give you, you don't want to be sending too late at night or too early in the morning. And then you'll just add to automation, and then that's going to add them to that workflow to request the review. So that's how you get them a bunch of reviews up front with that review reactivation. But now what we want to do is we want these people to pay us every single month, right? We want to just keep this campaign going. We want to keep getting them more views. So that is where a good integration comes in. And that's where we use Zapier. And so think about Zapier as like digital duct tape of the internet, right? So, you can connect one software to another and make sure they're talking to each other. And so here's just some examples of all of our CRM integrations with all of our clients. It just keeps going. We have like 170 different integrations here. And so if we just click on a small example here, we'll click on this one right here. What we're doing is when something happens in this client's Jobber account, their Google Calendar, their QuickBooks, their Calendly, whatever's triggering off the review request, then we're adding it to Lead Connector, which is the gray labeled kind of version of GoHighLevel. And so all you do to get your client to connect to their account here, I have a whole video breaking down how to integrate with any CRM. And so definitely check out that video up there at the top corner. But all you do is you get them to log into your Zapier account so they don't have to purchase it. You get them to click on apps. You get them to click on add a new connection. And then you just get them to type in their app. And then once they do, it pops up and they can log on with their information. And so like think about this as like they're on their computer on Zoom right now. They're sharing their screen or you're controlling their screen. They log in at Zapier, they click on their add connection, and then they just log in with the information. If they're already logged into the computer, it might just connect automatically. So that's great. And so anyways, from there, let me just go back to that actual app. The actual Zap was what you call it, the automation. So anytime a new invoice goes out for this contact, then we're going to send them into Review Harvest. And so all you do to create an automation like this is you just have a trigger step. You find their app, you choose the trigger event, what event is going to trigger the review request, and then you connect their account. And then from there, you're going to test the record, you're going to continue with that selected record, and you're going to select, I'll just go through the process, you're going to select Lead Connector, and then you're going to choose an event. We always do add/update contact. And so do that. And then what you want to do is you want to add the sub account. And so every sub account needs to be created independently, needs to be connected independently. So to connect it, you just go to settings, you go to business profile, you scroll down here and you just copy this API key or generate it. And then from there, you go here and you can just change this, change it or connect a new account, and then you just paste that API key in right there and click on yes to continue. That's going to connect the account you need to connect, and then you can just go in here and you can map the fields. So you want to add the first name here, add the first name, etc., and then you go through and you just test the record. And so the real trick here is that you need to go to tags and you want to type in the tag customer. So that's how it works in our snapshot. You can change it to do something else. But we're going to add the tag customer to this record. And from there, when this automation fires out, anytime they send a new invoice, when this automation fires out, it's going to add that contact to this sub account. And so now what's going to happen is this customer is going to come through, automatically be added, and they're going to have the tag customer. And then that's where the next workflow comes into play. So we go to automation, review workflows. You can see 1C review requests. This is kind of the ongoing review requests. Anytime that contact tag is added, it's going to go in here. It's going to remove them for any other workflows just to make sure. It's going to check whether they've clicked the link to leave a review before or not. And then if they haven't left a review, it's going to go in here and request another review. If they have, it's going to ask for a referral instead of a review. And just goes through and basically sends out very similar review requests. And so that is the process of basically getting them integrated on an ongoing basis so they pay you month after month after month. And I cannot emphasize enough how important that integration is, because once you get them 50, 60, 100 reviews during that review reactivation by reaching out to all their contacts, that's great. They trust you. This is good. But if you don't get them any more results for the next 3 months, they're probably going to cancel. And so you want to make sure you have that good integration going, so all the new customers are getting a request to review. And just in terms of conversion rate, on the review reactivation, when you're reaching out to all their previous customers, we really look for like a 8 to 15% review conversion rate there. You know, sometimes you'll have lower depending on the industry. Sometimes you'll have 25, 30% review conversion rate depending on the client and how they run their business. But definitely on this 1C review request, kind of on the ongoing review request for their new customers, you want to have at least like a 15 to 25 or 30% conversion rate there, because you're requesting these customers you're requesting reviews while they're hot, while they're fresh, not somebody you worked with 2 years ago maybe when you're doing the reactivation. So yeah, that's how you do it. So now that we're getting them reviews, we want to automatically respond to all these reviews for them. So just go to the reputation tab. You want to go to reviews AI under the settings. You can turn on auto responses. We want to select Google. You can select Facebook as well. Then you can respond to all the reviews, only the 5 stars, etc. You can wait. We don't want to wait just 9 minutes. And if you want to put something at the bottom of every review response, you can. And then you just click on save. And then now, every single time they get a review, you're automatically going to respond to it with AI. So now if you want to figure out how to, I just exited out of that because this is a test account. But if you want to figure out how to automatically publish all their Google reviews onto their social media, Instagram, Google Business Profile, etc., what you want to do is when you log on, when you go to marketing, you click on Social Planner, it's going to have a little icon where they can connect all their Instagram, Facebook, Google Business Profile, etc. So they just click on connect and it walks them through signing into their account. It's super easy. But once you have their account connected, you want to click on new post up here. You want to click on post reviews. And now you want to select the source. So we're going to post Google reviews. We're obviously only going to post the 5-star reviews. You can choose social media accounts you want to post. So you can post to Google, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, all the stuff. Mine are just disconnected right now. And you want to do 1 post per week, 1 post per day, whatever you'd like to do. And from there, if you have Instagram connected, you can actually do Instagram story posts as well. You can click on next. And then what you can do is you can add a custom background. So these are all like just a background that's just going to add the review on top of it. So I can show you what that looks like. But you can add a custom background. So you could use like a photo or something to make it look better. So you use one of their photos, you could use their logo, you could put their logo at the bottom. It just, the size of the photo has to be 1024 by 1024. And then you want to click on, okay, so for some reason HighLevel is bugging right now, but normally you just select any custom backgrounds you want to add and you click on next, and it's going to take you to a place where you can preview it, you can adjust the way it looks, the colors, the opacity, etc. And then you can just save changes. And then you can come down here under, if you go to just content right here, and you go to review, you can come and you can edit this however you'd like to edit it. But yeah, so that's how you respond and you repost all the reviews. So if you're interested in learning more about this, like I go way more in depth on this in our community. If you sign up with my affiliate link down below in the description, you'll get access to this community where I post all this stuff, our snapshots. We have weekly coaching calls, 2 weekly coaching calls. And in this review model here, I show you how I do everything. The sales calls recording, the onboarding call recordings, how we integrate their CRMs, how we get 50 customers, how we got our first 150 customers. All that stuff is in here. And so if you are interested in that, great. Love it. If not, you just want to watch another YouTube video and just keep the ball rolling, keep that mental masturbation going, click on this video right here. I think it'll be good for you. It shows you how we got our first 10 customers. Enjoy.